this will be a video chart update on WAVX, Wave Systems Corporation. I don't know what to say besides this thing's been a beast. I think I did it when the chart looked like that, and I was talking about a 350 price range, and I remember in the back of my head thinking, alright, yeah, it'll probably be a few weeks before it gets up to that 350 level, but boy was I wrong. Look at that. Not only did it get up to the 350 level, it closed at $3.80, so it was up 13% on the day. And it's I don't know what's going on. I don't follow this story. I've been following the chart for a long time. I don't know if we have some sort of short squeeze here, or if there's just been great news released. I should probably not be so lazy and go look at the news filings, but I haven't done that. But at the end of the day, I don't really care what's making it go up. The whole point is it's going up, and that's what makes people money, is a price going up. So you look at today. Then you look down here at the volume, and it's one of those things where all of the WAVX shareholders, I'm sure, are going to be having a nice, fun weekend with the way it's acted here. So, video is not going to be too long, just because I did one a couple of days ago, but it does need to be updated now after it just crushed this resistance level. So that's going to be the first thing to update. Is this is no longer a resistance level. Technical Analysis 101. When resistances are broken, they become supports. So here we are with that. Now the one thing to keep in mind is, yes, it's been just a unreal move, but at some point the profit takers are going to step in. And as the chart has shown before, and like I know I've said in other videos, the pullback moves and sideways action is not a bad thing. I mean, there's multiple examples, even going back further than this, of where when sideways actions happens, as long as support levels hold, then things are going to be fine. So, looking at this the past 3 days, just really monster moves. So, don't be, shocked, or don't be disappointed if you see some red days. Just remember that red days in the past have just let there be nice consolidation and then moves up. So with that being said, 350 really becomes what I'll call the ideal support level, meaning ideally it'd be great if the price could hold above 350 on any sort of pullbacks, but if the price does go below it, by no means should you panic or freak out or anything like that. The chart's really high up here now, so it's not a must-hold level. I'd consider more of the must-hold level now down here at $2.98, maybe just say $3 for the sake of argument. So what I'm going to do there is make that thicker. So now let's transition over and talk about some of the resistance levels. I don't know where they're at quite yet. We'll have to go to the weekly chart and then kind of squish it up like we did last time. So let's see. Let's get up here, bring it to the weekly, and then time to do some squishing. And here we are. So we'll do this, and it's looking like. So once again, here was where we got the 350 mark from these highs. And now looking here, it's looking, well, did we just, maybe it broke through even another resistance today. But I'm seeing another one right here. I think that's right where, I think that's where it got rejected at, actually. Let's see. But where am I getting this? Well, if you look here, we had a whole cluster of highs right here. Once again, had a little cluster of highs, then here, hit that area again. This level is at 385, and I'm not sure what the high of today was. I'll have to zoom back in. I can't really tell there, but for the point of argument, this level looks to be right at about $3.85. And once again, like I said, this was taken from these three areas where you can clearly see there's been resistance before. So let's zoom back in and we can take a closer look. But the next area of resistance is at 385, and like I said, the price closed at 380. And actually, what we'll do, just in case it keeps going up and people have an idea of where the next resistance is, the next resistance, and keep in mind we're pulling these from 2004, 5, 6, so some people may consider these not important, but it's looking like this resistance here did a good job of doing some predicting. But the next area would be right up here where we have these kind of highs and so forth, right around this area. This is just a rough estimate, but this area is valued right up about 445. So that'll be the next area. I'm not going to go any more further than that. One step at a time. If I need to, I'll be back to update the chart again. So here we are, and let's see, the high of today was real at 385. So literally, right there, the power of charts. You remember where we just got this red line from. That is where the resistance was formed. The good news is you didn't close that far below it, so it's not like you have a lot of work to do to get another attempt to break it. But nonetheless, we have 385 as this resistance, and then after this one, not until 445, I believe that's what I said. So as quick as this has been moving, maybe this will just get crushed and it'll be up to 445 before we know it. But if not, keep your eye on these support levels with any sort of pullback, and as long as these ones hold, then the chart's going to remain very attractive and in a really strong uptrend. So that is where the chart currently stands. If there are any other questions, please shoot me a message. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com if you have not yet checked it out. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting really good reviews, and then with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part, it's all free. We've been making some good money together, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. One more time, this was WAVX. Thanks for listening, and congrats once again, and have a good weekend.